Hi there, and welcome to another episode of SEO Basics. Today we'll talk about keywords and the first part of on-page optimization. Just a quick overview. On-page SEO refers to keyword research, how you set up your site, your website or your blog, and also how you set up your articles and blog posts. That's very important. In fact, without those three, no other ranking strategy will work, no backlinking, no social signals, nothing else you do will matter unless you set this up right. So it's important to start with that. So what are keywords? Keywords are the words and phrases people use to find answers in Google. We all do it. You've done it many times, and oftentimes it's a how-to question, how to do this, how to that, how to find, or you're trying to find something, you're trying to look up somebody. So whatever you put in, like in this case, it's building a treehouse. That's a phrase. And as you can tell, we rarely put in just one word, which would be the keyword. We usually put in a phrase, and that's referred to as long tail keywords. That's important to know because that's mostly what you will be going after as a keyword. And you can see when you put in an example here, like building a treehouse, there's this drop down and it shows you building a treehouse to live in. And these are all searches that people have put in. So it tells you what is popular, it gives you ideas of what keyword to use. Because the point of keyword research is to find a phrase, a keyword phrase that has good monthly search volume, but is not competitive, meaning not too many other people are trying to rank for that phrase. It's basically a competition. Google ranking is a competition. People go after a certain keyword, and whoever has the best structure set up ranks the highest. So that's what it's about. So if you're new especially, and even if you're not so new, you always try to find those phrases that do not have as much competition, that are easier to rank for, and are still covering what you're talking about in your blog post or on your website. So putting a phrase in and looking at this drop-down menu is one good way to look at it. And you see also at the bottom, whenever you scroll down on Google, this is what you'll see at the bottom, searches related to building a treehouse, so to the phrase you just put in. So it gives you even more ideas of what people frequently look for, and that's another thing you can go after in a nutshell. Now, good thing to start as a tool is Google Keyword Planner. It's free. You just need to sign up for a Google AdWords account. Just put that into Google Keyword Planner, or the link is, I think, in the description. You sign up, and then once you sign up, it will give you the option to search for new keywords and phrases. And in this case, I put treehouse in again. And this is what you will see come up. So on the right side, those blue things, those columns, show you the monthly searches for the last year. And then below you see treehouse, 74,000 monthly searches. That's actually quite a lot. And competition low. I'll go into that in a second. I just wanted to point to the left. You see targeting, date range, customize. So those are additional search parameters you can put in, additional filters to, you can put in words that you do not want to appear. In this case, I put in free, like free coupons or whatever. And then there's many others, location, languages, all of that you can put in and specify more exactly. Now, what does competition and suggested bid mean? It is actually not referring to keyword competition or ranking competition. It refers to the ads that you see on Google. So for treehouse, when it says low competition, it means there are not many people trying to compete for ads. So in that sense, it's not that attractive a keyword. It doesn't mean the keyword itself is not attractive to people. They may still search it a lot, and they do. You can see 74,000, that's a lot. But it's not something that people monetize on. And you'll find that quite often. And the suggested bid, 93 cents, is very low. It can be much higher. But the keyword planner still gives you a good idea of how popular a word is in general. And then when you scroll down, it gives you keyword ideas, treehouse plans, all in different, it goes further and further and gives you more and more words. And there is another tool, ubersuggest.org. If you want ideas of what phrases you could use, it will give you even more than the keyword planner. So once again, important to remember with the keyword planners, it does not tell you how competitive a keyword is in terms of ranking. It's more the ads, and it just gives you a sense. But to determine how competitive a keyword is in general, you need more complex tools. But just as a beginner, if you put in a keyword and you look at what comes up on page 1, and you see a lot of Wikipedia, Forbes, New York Times, Amazon, any of those like big level sites that you've heard of, then it's pretty impossible to rank there on page 1. You just simply cannot compete with that. But if you put in a keyword and there's a lot of little sites coming up, with not a lot of search volume, you do absolutely have a chance to rank. So that is the super simple way to figure this out. And if you wanted to learn it a little more in depth, and if you do want to eventually rank on Google or do this more seriously, you will have to learn keyword research. It is probably the most important thing to learn in SEO or in anything you do online. There are a number of softwares, and the one that's most widely used is Longtail Pro. It's also by far the cheapest. The others are often, I think they're $99 a month. That's what most of them started. Longtail Pro you can get to, I think, as low as 25 or 30 a month, so not so bad. And it's a tool that's very easy to use, has some tutorials, and then you just put in this case they use green tea and weight loss, and then you have a lot of parameters coming up and a score on the very right that tells you whether this is very competitive, whether you should go after it, or whether you should find something else. And it also gives you a lot of different phrases and possibilities. So that's a really good tool. The other nice thing about Longtail is if you get the annual subscription, it comes with Longtail University, which is another $200 course. That goes really in depth, is really helpful and totally aimed at beginners. So if you want to learn keyword research, that is a great way to do it. And if you do want to buy this, I'd rather just sign up for the Keyword Planner for a year and then you get this for free. Otherwise, if you just want to do some little basic first steps in keyword research and also research your first articles or your website, you can get Longtail Pro for $1 for I think 10 days. It's basically a free trial. If you cancel within 30 days, you get the dollar back. When after 10 days, they charge you whatever you sign up for, whatever subscription type, but you can get it back within 30 days. So if you cancel within 30 days, even if they charge you, you get the money back. But if you have time, just 10 days and do thorough keyword research. It doesn't take that long because the software is really good. So you can already get a lot of the keywords that you need and can get started without having this big investment. Unless, like I said, you want to do Longtail University, and that's an awesome course to do. So that's a very brief and simplified keyword overview, just so you understand what this is all about. And in the next video, we'll talk about on-page SEO as it relates to your website, and especially how you set up your blog posts and articles. As always, if you still need help starting a website or a blog, this little book can help you. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.